Hi, good afternoon. This is again Pastor Kathy, and we are doing a roughly daily devotional series out of Streams in the Desert to kind of provide a little bit of hope in these dark times. Today is Thursday, March 26th, and I will be reading this devotion. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. The faith for desperate days. The Bible is full of such days. It records them, it's made up of them, and its songs are inspired by them. Its prophecy is concerned with them, and its revelation has come through those desperate days. The desperate days are always the stepping stones in the path of life, in the path of light. They seem to have been God's opportunity and man's school of wisdom. There is a story of an Old Testament love feast in Psalm 107. And in every story of deliverance, the point of desperation gave God his chance. The wit's end of desperation was the beginning of God's power. Recall the promise of seed as the stars of heaven and the sands of the sea to a couple as good as dead. Read again the story of the Red Sea and its deliverance, and of Jordan with its ark standing midstream. Study once more the prayers of Jehoshaphat and Hezekiah when they were sore pressed and knew not what to do. Go over the history of Nehemiah, Daniel, Hosea, and Habakkuk. Stand with awe in the darkness of Gethsemane and linger by the grave in Joseph's garden through those terrible days. Call the witnesses of the early church and ask the apostles the story of their desperate days. Desperation is better than despair. Now, faith did not make our desperate days. Its work is to sustain and solve them. The only alternative to a desperate faith is despair, but faith holds on and prevails. There's no more heroic example of desperate faith than that of the 3 Hebrew children. Their situation was desperate, but they answered bravely. Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O King. But if not, be it known unto thee, O King, that we will not serve your gods, nor worship the golden image which you have set up. I like that, but not if. I have only space to mention Gethsemane. Ponder deeply its nevertheless. If it's possible, nevertheless. Deep darkness has settled upon the soul of our Lord. Trust meant anguish unto blood and darkness to the descent of hell. Nevertheless, nevertheless. And concludes with this poem. When obstacles and trials seem like prison walls to be, I do the little I can do and leave the rest to thee. And when there seems no chance, no change from grief can set me free, hope finds its strength in the helplessness and calmly waits for thee. Thank you for joining me today. We'll continue to pray for you, and I hope that you are continuing to pray for all of the world during this dark time. Thank you.